Please help us support our past teammate and his family on this special occasion.
Good evening, or good morning. I'm so used to saying evening. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Heart of Ohio Sports for this special edition of high school baseball here on Alumni Day. Tiffin Columbian Field. Nate Mullins, Carter Mullins joining you live here on the Your Legacy Federal Credit Union pregame show. Thanks for tuning in right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State. So we are here for a doubleheader today, Carter. It's going to be an exciting couple of games here. We're really excited about this one as we picked this one up, obviously because of the weather. Kind of ruined our plans earlier in the week. We had scheduled the Monday game, we had scheduled the Wednesday game, and Mother Nature said, no, never mind. We're just going to go ahead and push that off, and we got a beautiful day for baseball here.
Oh, yeah. Sun just poked out. Hopefully the weather gets up a little, or the temperature gets up here a little bit, and
the sun is it's definitely out.
Yeah, through the shades on, there's glares everywhere, so it's a good day for ball.
It is, absolutely. So we're here for Tiffin Columbian and Oak Harbor. It's a doubleheader, and we're just about set to get started here with first pitch, brought to you by TPC Food Service. But before we get to the first pitch, let's talk about the keys to the game, brought to you by X-Crate Mexican Restaurant in the Tiffin Mall. Obviously, folks, I don't have to tell you about how great the people are and the food is at X-Crate, but I should, and I will. Please, if you hear us talking about the fine folks and the fine food at X-Crate Mexican Restaurant, go out there and experience it for yourself. Try the queso fundido. Try the new menu options. They've just added a lot of really unique menu options. One that I like is I think it's the Ohio State Buckeye or something. It's got like pineapples and steak and queso. Oh, it's so good.
Okay.
Once again, check out the new menu options at X-Crate Mexican Restaurant in the Tiffin Mall. So let's talk about the keys to the game, Carter. What do you think today is going to be the overlying theme for this one?
Okay, so Columbian's last few matchups have been some tough conference games that, have been, for the most part, pitchers' duels. When we called the Clyde game, there was a couple dingers there, but for the most part, both pitchers were battling on the mound in a couple key moments that decided the game. Today, what I think is going to be the difference is I think Columbian's going to come out swinging and they're going to put up some runs. That's what I want to see from them. I'm challenging them, actually. I want to see them go through their lineup once or twice today. I want to see them rally some hits, some runs. I want to see them bat through the order a couple times. I think that's what they need to focus on. Yeah, pitching's important, but let's put some runs on the board and get ahead early.
Absolutely. So there you have it. That's the keys to the game, brought to you by X-Crate Mexican Restaurant in the Tiffin Mall. Now let's continue on with Your Legacy Federal Credit Union pregame show. Let's first thank our sponsors for bringing you today's ball game. We have a few new sponsors to add to the list. We want to make sure we thank them accordingly. Thanks to MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, X-Crate Mexican Restaurant, TPC Food Service, our new sponsor for the first pitch, which is coming up here shortly, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Phillips Electric, Carmi's Bar and Grill, another new sponsor, Rogers Flowers, another new sponsor, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Fiesel's Frame and Collision, happy to have them back aboard again, and Reno's Pizza and Pasta as well. Proud to have them all on board as sponsors. And also thank you to Bookmeyer Printing, all proud sponsors here with Heart of Ohio Sports. So now, Carter, let's go back and let's talk more about this pregame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We're just about ready for the first pitch here, but let's talk a little bit about this one. Let's kind of break this one down. We were here for Tiffin Columbian versus Clyde. It was about a week ago, a little bit less than a week ago, a little bit more than a week ago now. It's a Saturday. What do you think? I mean, for Oak Harbor, we don't really know a whole lot about this team. Obviously, we got here early and we got everything set up, but other than the lineup card, I'm not really too familiar with this squad. So when you're on a baseball team and you're looking across the diamond and you see an opponent that you're not familiar with, what's going through your mind as a baseball player?
As a baseball player, when we're playing a team that I'm not too familiar with, what I think about is what I can control and doing the things that I need to do to win. So, therefore, getting in situations that you need to get out of, bases loaded, just doing the things you got to do to get out of tough situations.
All right, there's the national anthem. All right, there you have it, the national anthem. Just about ready to get started here. Carter, you talked a little bit about that unfamiliarity as an opponent. Now, if you're the Oak Harbor Rockets coming into this, I mean, it's not friendly territory here. Right. You're coming in on Alumni Day. What are you telling your guys as the coach over there to kind of come into this hostile environment?
So basically, you know, Columbian's coming off a regional performance last year. They got a lot of talent coming back. But what I want to tell my players is when you step in that box, just be confident, have a great approach, get your pitch, and just go with what's given to you and have fun, you know, stay relaxed and don't let them get too ahead and stay in the game, and good things will happen.
Absolutely. So there you have it. I mean, we pretty much touched on everything we can for Your Legacy Federal Credit Union pregame show, but I mean, this is a very unique atmosphere we have here today, Carter. We talked about Alumni Day. We just kind of touched on it, but just explain a little bit as an alumni what it means to some of the people that come back for these games. I mean, obviously, this means a lot, right?
Oh, yeah. It means extreme a lot. You know, you put 4+ years into this program, blood, sweat, and tears, and you love what you do. And then when you got people like Coach Millant that love to reach back out to alumni, get them back out to the field, recognize what you did, and you know, it's a time to look back at the times that you had in high school and reminisce, because you don't always want to do that, but it is the one time that you come back to the field. Just think of the times you had fun, the times that you and your teammates won championships and did what you did. So it's great to come back out here, you know, winter chicken dinner. So we're going to have some chicken dinners, and it just feels good to be at the park and just think about baseball and reminisce on all the good times and the pinstripes.
It does feel good to be here, and it feels even better now that the sun's out and it's kind of dried up the mound, dried up the infield a little bit. You know, when we first got here, you and I both made the comment, like, that's going to be a wet infield.
Yeah, it was soft.
Not anymore. It looks pretty good. Looks like it's going to be a great day for baseball.
Yes, sir.
So once again, thanks for all of you for tuning in here on the Your Legacy Federal Credit Union pregame show. We'll go through the starting lineups here in just a moment. First, let's talk about the Oak Harbor Rockets. We'll go through their batting order as they are first up to bat here for the first pitch, brought to you by TPC Food Service. We will get to that here in just a moment. But let's go through that lineup. Michael Lalonde, number 8, leading off. Number 7, Grant Belcher, batting in the 2-hole. Number 3, Braden Butzine, number 12, batting in the 3-hole, sorry. Number 2, Lighty Carter, batting cleanup. Mason Wagner, number 16, batting in the 5-hole. Braden Meyerholtz, number 1, batting 6th. Lady Carson, number 21, batting 7th. Tim Marquette, number 19, batting 8th. And rounding out the lineup, number 20, Tyler Shadone, there we go. So there's your starting lineup for the Oak Harbor Rockets. On the mound, Hayden Craig. And for Tiffin Columbian, Carter, it's Alumni Day. I'll let you take the honors.
Awesome. Alrighty, for your Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes, leading off, we have number 15, Gunther Kissel, playing center field. Batting second, number 17, Bryce Rogo on the mound. Batting third, we have number 8, Carson Malott, playing right field. Batting fourth, we have number 26, Jaden Myers, playing first. Batting fifth, number 1, Braden Rogo. He's behind the plate, catching for his brother. Batting sixth, number 3, Braden Tucker.
First pitch brought to you
playing
by
shortstop.
TPC Food Service.
Batting seventh, number 21. 21, David Albel, playing left field. And batting eighth, number 34, Talib Al-Zakwani. And batting ninth, number 33, Braylon Albel.
There you have it. There's your starting lineup for the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes, who are the home team here. That's Bryce Rogo on the mound. 1-1 the count. That one just a bit high. 2-1 the count. As leading off for Oak Harbor, Michael Lalonde. And that one in there for a strike. 2-2 the count. Thanks for tuning in for the TPC first pitch. That one brought to you by TPC Food Service, one of our proud new sponsors. And that one foul tipped into the glove. Rogo unable to hold on to it there.
Umpire giving catcher some time there, run the ball out. That's nice of him. Shake it off there. Those are tough. You want to squeeze those as a catcher, but that's real tough. But that was nice of the old Blue there. Good catcher, some time to shake that off.
That's experience.
Yeah, for sure. That goes a long way. I'll be thanking that umpire there.
Absolutely. The 2-2. That one slapped to the shortstop. Tucker fields it and throws him out for the first out of the first inning. Nice clean field there by Braden Tucker.
Yep,
throws it over.
Routine 6-3 double play. Or not double play. 1 out. 6-3, 1 out. But what I like to see is the catcher hustling down and shaking that ball from the first baseman so they can throw it around. It's one of my favorite things to do is reward my catcher for hustling down there. Let him throw it around.
Absolutely. That one in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. We had some new elements to our broadcast here as we now have a sky cam that we can add. We'll see that one here in just a minute after this pitch. That one fouled down the right baseline. It stayed. Now they're going to say that one's foul. Rogo picked it up before it was able to go back fair because it was teetering there back and forth between the fair and foul territory.
Oh, yeah, it had that spin. It was definitely coming back into fair ground. It almost looked like it was on that line, but umpire called it foul. So let's see what we got here.
Let's take a look at the sky cam. There's your wide-angle view from behind home plate. And that one in the dirt. 1-2 the count. As you can tell, our quality of the cameras is much better with our main camera. We try to stick with that one as much as we can. Doing the best we can with the netting here. Tried to find a better angle for this game. That one swing and a miss. And Rogo with the strikeout.
Yeah, that was a great pitch. 0-2 there. He threw a bender in the dirt, tried to make him chase, and he said, okay, well, you're not going to chase. I'll just throw a curveball for a strike. Whether you swing or not, I'll get you. But the batter went down swinging.
2 down. No score here in the top of the first. Bryce Rogo deals. Swing and a miss. Braden Bootson up to bat for the Rockets. Here in game 1 of the doubleheader. And gets a hold of that one, but fouls it off to the right.
Tell you what I like to see from Oak Harbor is they're coming out swinging.
Yeah.
You know, they're aggressive. They're trying to get base hits.
Rogo, another 0-2 count here. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Rogo paints the outside corner. And there you have it. That's the third out on the top of the first.
Great pitch. Way to put him down and get in the dugout and try to get some runs.
So Tornadoes coming up to bat next. Gunther Kissel will lead things off for Tiffin Columbian. But Carter, I mean, as the day goes on, it just gets prettier and prettier.
Oh, yeah.
The sun keeps, it's warming this place up. I mean, we don't even need the heater up here today, Dan.
We're going to keep it on, though. These old knees need something.
Once again, thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for bringing you today's broadcast right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State. Thanks to MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, Ex-Carre Mexican Restaurant, TPC Food Service, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Phillips Electric, Carmi's Bar and Grill, Rogers Flowers, Steinman Signs and Graphic Inc., Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Reno's Pizza and Pasta, and Bookmeyer Printing. Of course, First National Bank of Sycamore, one of our proud sponsors. They are uniquely rooted in our communities, proudly serving their customers since 1919. They have locations in Sycamore, Tiffin, New Riegel, and McCutcheonsville. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Another one of our proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Of course, I want to give another shout out to TPC Food Service, one of our new sponsors, picking up another legacy title sponsor.
Nice. Thank you.
That's a total of 7 legacy sponsors that we've added to our partnership, I like to call it, our family.
Yep. Couldn't do without them.
Absolutely. Thanks to Kerry Turner, Tom Mayberger, and all the people at TPC for their fine work that they do for the community and for helping to bring high school baseball to all of you tuning in. Gunther Kissel leading off for Tiffin Columbian. No score here in the bottom of the first. That one down low for a ball. Kissel with a good eye. He's got a really good approach at the plate.
Leadoff batter, you got to work that pitch count and find any way you can get on and work the pitch count up there and be a leader.
Set the table.
There. Yep.
That one outside, 2-0 the count.
He's looking for a pitch he can drive here.
That one's in there, just on the outside corner.
I'm willing to bet he picked a spot and that just wasn't it. You know, he's still in the head of the count. He's still looking for his pitch.
Kissel slaps that one to the shortstop, tries to beat it out, but the shortstop fires it over to make the play. Michael Lalonde coming on to make that play. Charged it hard because it was a slow roller.
Yeah, that grass killed it quick, but he did what he was supposed to, charged it, and made a good throw.
Bryce Rogo, the pitcher, batting in the 2-hole today.
You don't see what he's rocking very often anymore. He's got the long pants with the stirrup, you know.
That's right.
Kind of retro there.
That was my look in baseball.
Right.
I like that.
I was kind of in that era where, you know, we're kind of like stirrups. Ew, give me the long pants.
Long pants.
But,
over the shoes, huh? Yep.
Yeah, Manny Ramirez, you know.
Yep. 2-0 the count. You got it. Nicely done. Swing and a miss as Rogo got the green light on that 2-0 count.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to hit that one over to that field goal post in the practice football field.
Here's the 2-1. Rogo slaps that one to the first baseman and just had to step on first for the out. That was an easy play there.
Yep.
He made it look easy anyways. Grant Belcher with the play over there.
That hop really helped him out. Right there at the end, it took a nice little candy hop, and, you know, all he had to do was step on it. But it looked easier than it was. But as far as getting the out, he stepping on it real easy, and he threw it around. See if we can get some 2-out lightning.
Carson Malott batting third. And Malott pops this one up and out of play. I'm going to give a shout-out to Greg Kinn manning the cameras down along the third base side. We also are trying to add new elements to the broadcast. We added a dugout camera, but it's a wireless camera, so some interference in between that's causing some issues, and it's just not the best signal. That one popped up first base side, and the first baseman makes the play for the final out of the first inning. So we head to the top of the second. Still no score here at Tiffin Columbian Field. Carter Mullins, Nate Mullins joining you on the call from Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks for tuning in. Here's a look at our sky cam. Getting a little better as the sun comes out. That net really plays with things, though. As it moves, the camera's like, oh, you want me to focus on that? No, I just behind it. That's fine. We could probably do something. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. We also have been talking about, I found a HDMI thrower. So it'll send a wireless HDMI signal from one point to up to 660 feet away.
Okay.
Now, the only thing I worry about is latency issues or quality issues, but we've talked about, I want to have the perspective from behind the pitcher. I want to have that center field perspective that every baseball broadcast has. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. So you can call balls, and you're better than the umpire here. You know what I mean?
Exactly. The fans can actually see the pitches for themselves. They can see the movement on the pitches a lot better. They can pick up things better. And let's face it, we won't have the net in our way that way. So
Right.
we're trying to figure that out. Hopefully by the time we come back here for the next broadcast, we'll have that element. So fingers crossed.
Carter leading.
Oh, here we are, top of the second.
They didn't have a third base coach. He must have forgot.
Carter Lady up to bat for Oak Harbor, batting cleanup. The 1-0 is outside. 2-0 the count. Brogo connection today.
Yep, the Brogo. I like it.
That one high. 3-0 the count.
A lot of times Coach Malott likes to call the pitches and whatnot. I'm willing to bet that these two call the game themselves. I'm sure that this is familiar territory. They've been pitching, catching since they could do it, essentially. So if anyone knows the pitcher here, it's his brother behind the plate.
The 3-1 is hit to the shortstop, and nice play there by Tucker as he gets down and scoops that one before it hits the ground for the first out.
Yeah, that was weird off the bat. I think the shortstop thought it was hit harder
Third
too.
baseman, number
Yeah.
16,
But he
Mason
made a
Wagner.
good play and called it before it hit the ground.
One down here in the top of the second. Next up for Oak Harbor, Mason Wagner. That one outside. 1-0 the count. Rogo, first inning, really was getting ahead of the hitters. These first two batters he's got behind.
Yep, he
3-0 for the first hitter, and now 1-0 count here.
Yep. Worked his way back. Just got to pound the zone.
That one hit up the middle and right to the left fielder, who makes the play.
Good defense so far from both sides.
Is that Auble out there? I believe
Second
so.
baseman, number 1, Braden Meyerholtz.
No. Inside. 1-0 the count. You know, before I left, I was like, I don't need my binoculars today. And now I'm like, I wish I would have brought them. That one outside. 2-0 the count. So once again, falling behind the batter here.
That's a good miss there. You'd rather miss there than right down the middle of the
Oh,
plate.
absolutely. That one hit foul off to the left side. Let's take a look at that dugout cam, see if it's working at all. Let's get a little bit of a different perspective there. Rogo. I'm set with a 2-1. That one high. 3-1 the count. Looked like he lost control of that one. Like
Yeah.
it slipped out of his fingers.
Yep.
The 3-1. That one in there for a strike. Batter started ahead to first. He thought it was a ball.
Yeah,
Umpires don't like that.
Nah, just
They don't
stay in
like
there,
that.
wait for it.
The full count pitch.
There you go. Way to
Swing and a
squeeze it.
miss.
Way to squeeze it, too.
Strike 3. Rogo with his second strikeout of the game. We go to the bottom of the second. Still no score here at Tiffin Columbian Field here on Alumni Day.
See if the Tornadoes can rally some runs here and get some hits.
Now, how do those chicken dinners work, Cart? Like, is that like a pre-sale thing, or can you come down and buy those at the game? Like, because that'd be something interesting. I think people out there
Right.
might want to know.
So I'm pretty sure it's all for the program. It's donations to the program. I know that there was pre-orders. I'm not 100% sure if
Putting you on the spot. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Man.
that's okay. I'm not 100% sure if you can come if there's extra after people get their pre-orders. I'm sure they'll sell them there, but pretty sure it's a barbecue chicken dinner with 2 sides. I think it's green beans, a roll. Don't quote me, but I know it's a winter chicken dinner down here for people who ever pre-order it and alumni that are coming down enjoying this beautiful day at Tornado Field.
For sure. So there you have it, folks. If you're not doing anything, come on down and watch some baseball here at Tiffin Columbian Field. If you don't feel like going anywhere, well, hey, stay tuned right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins, Carter Mullins on the call. Jaden Myers up next for Tiffin Columbian here in the bottom of the second. Cleanup hitter, leading off. Jaden Myers. Second team All-State third baseman last year.
Had a heck of a game last one I called against Clyde.
Hey, at least he's consistent with that call, Carter.
Oh, yeah.
It's been there the whole game. He's been making that same call the whole game.
The umpire definitely liking that outside corner. If I'm a pitcher, I'd start living there. And
Oh,
noticing
absolutely, for sure. Myers takes. That one's outside. 3-1 the count.
There it was again. Batter act like he's about to toss his bat, thinking he's got to walk, and 2. Umpire calls a strike.
Yeah, that outside corner. He likes it. And Myers slaps that one over the shortstop's head into left field for a base hit. And he's going to round first, headed to second for the double, and he is in safely with a leadoff double.
I can guarantee Myers he'd rather have that double than that walk, so he ain't mad about it. Way to take advantage of the moment. Even though you were upset you didn't get walked, he took what he got and drove it in the left center.
Got himself an extra base.
Yep. That's what we want to see. That's start the inning with the double.
Now up to bat, Braden Rogo, the catcher. Number 1. Man on second, no outs. Bottom of the second inning. No score here at Tiffin Columbian Field. Nate Mullins and Carter Mullins on the call. That pitch in there for a strike. I tell you, that's consistent, Carter. He is consistent with that call.
It does look slightly off a little, but he's calling it every time. So
if I'm a batter, you maybe creep into that box a little bit more, That one high. 1-1 the count.
As a hitter here, I'm doing anything I can to get the ball to the right side of the field, on the ground to the right side. We want to get that runner on second to third base.
That's right. With no outs, push him over. That one outside. 2-1 the count. Myers gets a decent lead at second. That one outside. 3-1. Rogo's probably going to get the green light here.
Oh, yeah. He's picking a spot right here, and he wants to drive that run in here.
That one slapped foul to the right side.
Full count, you just need to find a way as a hitter. Base hit, ball 4.
That one hit to the left side and through the infield for a base hit. Now, are they going to count that as a hit, or is that going to be an error, Carter? Because it looked like there was 2 guys there to make the play, but it went right between both of them.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know if it hit his glove. I think if it had went through cleanly, I think that's tough. I'm glad I'm not the person who makes the calls for hits or whatnot, but that's in the air. But that's a tough play, even if the third baseman does make it cleanly.
So now you got no outs, runner at first and third. Skycam perspective here for you. As Tucker fouls that one straight back. Braden Tucker up now with man on first and third. Nobody down. Hayden Craig. The 0-1. And the runner goes, and he's gonna be in there with a steal.
Yeah, Oak Harbor, they were trying to fire him out. I think they, a lot of times you get first, third situations. Teams like to call plays where, second baseman cuts it off. They're trying to get the guy out there. But it just seems like Oak Harbor, they were just trying to get that runner on first. Now,
that one high.
Maybe with a different runner on third base, Coach Mlott would have got a little risky and maybe seen that throw down to second and sent him. But no reason to risk it. No outs, runners on second and third. Make it happen.
I remember in Little League, that was one. If a guy stole from first to second, if you were on third, you go. That one hit into left field, and that's going to get down. Tucker racing into second. He's going to knock both guys home. 2-run double for Braden Tucker.
Big hit there, big situation. He got in there and he drove those 2 runs in. But yeah, going back to that first and third, I can't tell you how many times we would go over first, third situations because that as much as you don't like to see it or hear it, coaches like to get them cheap runs. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get a run on you any way they can. So if you're not fundamentally ready for them first, third situations, they're going to get one on you.
Oh, for sure. Runner at second, still nobody out. 2-0 score. David Auble, the third.
Tucker gave that ball a nice ride.
He did. And it hit down perfectly, right in between 2 outfielders. There's that outside corner once again for a strike. 0-2 the count for Auble. One and 2. Runner at second. That one on the outside corner paints it for the strike 3 called. That's a tough one to take there. I mean, you're taught to take that pitch. And
it is. It's tough, but I preached it last time I was on here. 2 strikes, you just got to widen that stance. If it's close, you got to find a way to fight it off or put it in play. That's just it's. You don't want to go down looking in any situation.
You got to get defensive instead of offensive in that situation.
Yeah, a pitcher gets up ahead in the count 0-2. They earn the right to throw you a junk pitch. They earn the right to throw you something off the table, try to make you chase.
That's right.
So, as a hitter, you got to widen up and realize, hey, he got me in the hole, so I got to do what I got to do to get the ball in play.
Alzaquani pokes that one foul down the left side. 0-2 the count.
And kind of goes, as a hitter, if you're up 2-0, it's the same concept. You earn the right to sit back for your pitch. You know what I mean? You earn the right to get what you want because you're up 2-0. The pitcher's got to pitch to you now. But down 0-2, you just got to widen up the stance, and with a runner on second, you got to put the ball in play.
That went outside. 1-2 the count.
Wouldn't have been surprised, though, if he called that. Cause
I was just about to say the same thing, Carter. I thought, hey, that looked pretty good to me.
Yeah.
And that one slapped to the third baseman. Looks back the runner at second. Fires over to first. And did they get him?
Yep.
They got him.
That was a great play by the third baseman. That's the thing about third base. You don't have time to think. You react. And it was hit hard. He made a play, and the first baseman made a nice scoop, too.
I was just about to say that. Nice pick by that first baseman.
Also, good base running by Tucker because the third baseman did a great job of looking him back, but he wouldn't hesitate. As soon as he threw it, he's off to third. So runner on third with 2 outs.
Right back up the middle. Auble unable to beat it out, and that is the final out of the second inning. But the Tornadoes add 2. We go to the top of the third, 2-0, Tiffin Columbian. Nate Mullins, Carter Mullins on the call. Greg Kinn down along the third base side, manning the cameras. Thanks for tuning in right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Take a moment to thank our sponsors for bringing you today's broadcasts. That's plural, because we got another one after this.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to MSD Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, X-Curry Mexican Restaurant, TPC Food Service, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Phillips Electric, Carmi's Bar and Grill, Rogers Flowers, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Reno's Pizza and Pasta, and Bookmeyer Printing. Of course, I talked with Adam Smith out at Carmi's recently, and he's talking about, they had to change their hours up.
Okay.
As with everybody in this area, staffing is an issue. Right now, I don't know what's going on out there, but they're having problems finding reliable people to work. And they have a great core group of people, but they're just overworked. They need more people. So, folks, if you're looking for a good job, and I mean, it's a great job, great person to work for. Adam Smith, running for county commissioner. I mean, just an outstanding organization, business to work for. I mean, get a hold of him.
Love Carmi's.
Absolutely. Stop out to Carmi's and enjoy some great barbecue while you're there, before or after the game. Just hit a home run and bring your kid out there. Get some free loaded tots. They're located right next to the Tiffin Hampton Inn. Once again, Carmi's Bar and Grill.
Yeah, Rogo with a 2-0 lead here. I think he needs to just trust himself, pound the zone, and know that he, have that confidence that he's the better pitcher and that no one's going to hit him.
Yes, because our
That one outside, 2-0 the count.
facilities director and said, "This is what I need for outdoor," and they just went and ordered them. And I said, "Did you check the amps?" And he's like, "No, I didn't." I'm like, "We have to check the amps."
3-0 the count.
So when the first time they plugged them in, they had the volume up to like 10, and it was just muffled. It was bad.
Good eye there
So we're
as Carson Lady draws the leadoff walk on 4 straight pitches.
Yeah, you never want to see that. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You just got to get in the stretch, find that line, find the zone.
So a leadoff walk there.
pitcher number 19, Tim Marquette.
And the pitcher fouls this one straight back. So Rogo starts out ahead on this one, 0-1 the count. I think that's a key for him, man. He's really got to get out ahead of hitters so that way he can kind of pitch to his strengths.
100%. When you get ahead, it just opens up what you can throw and what you want to do with the ball.
Rogo throws it over to first, runner back safely.
So back to that first pitch of this at bat here, you've seen the batter before you take 4 straight balls. As a hitter, I'm thinking, I'm not going to go till I see one. He just threw 4 straight balls. The hitter was behind the count 0-1 now because he swung and fouled off a ball. That would have been 5 straight.
Yep. That one outside.
Now, that might have been
Snap throw to
planned.
first.
That could have been a called pitch out. Honestly, I don't know.
Oh, with an 0-1 count, that's usually
Yeah.
where you do those pitch outs. You get a runner at first who's getting
Aggressive,
a considerable
yeah.
lead.
That looked good. That was close play. That runner at first, though, he's definitely aware of it.
Mm-hmm. Swing and a miss.
There you go.
Strike 2. Marquette.
I don't know if I noticed it either the last game that Rogo pitched, but it almost looks like he's got that little Wild Thing glove with the light leather there. I don't know if he had that last game. I like it, though. The tan glove there. You don't really see that very often.
Strike 3. Swing and a miss. Throws it right by him.
Way to bounce back after a 4-pitch walk and come out and just fire it down the middle and get that batter out.
His 3rd strikeout in 3 innings for Rogo. So after that leadoff walk, comes back to strike out the next batter.
Yeah, it almost seems like he's just blowing it by him. There's almost just stick to that fastball and paint it.
Next up, Keegan Witt, who was not in the starting lineup originally, but now is batting 9th. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, he's
Strike 2.
just stick with that fastball here. Don't let the batter catch up to him. Just blow it by him.
I think what it was, he came out in that first inning, he was really throwing strikes. I think you're seeing he's getting back to that same mentality of not playing around, just coming right after him. Comes set. Rogo throws it over to first. Runner back safely. There's some mind games with the runner there.
Yep.
Keeping him honest. Rogo comes set. The 0-2. High and outside. 1-2 the count. They're definitely very aware of Carson Lady down there at first.
I was thinking the same thing. He must have been a scouting report of some sort of him being quick on the base path.
Definitely keeping him honest. Rogo. The 2-2. That one hit straight up to the first baseman. Jaden Myers squeezes it for the second out.
Love to see it. Two hands.
Get them both up there.
Yep.
Shortstop number 8, Michael Lalonde.
Back to the top of the order. Michael Lalonde up now for Oak Harbor. Slaps that one back to the pitcher, and Rogo fields it cleanly and underhands it to the first baseman for the third out. So that leadoff walk does no damage, and Rogo takes care of business. Still working with that shutout.
Middle's closed, that's for sure.
So other than that walk, I mean, he's got a no-hitter going through 3.
Yep.
I know I'm an announcer. I'm not supposed to say that, but
That's all right. The defense is doing their part, too, making plays when it's hit to them. That's what you, as a pitcher, if you can trust your defense, you know, for the most part, that they're going to make the routine plays. That's huge because you're not afraid to throw a certain pitch. If I throw this, if you don't want that, you want to trust your teammates so you can throw the game you want to throw.
Dugout cam perspective here. It's a little choppy because it's a wireless camera. It's about 100 feet away from us now. That's the limit of the camera. So don't take it any further than 100 feet. Well, that's not. I mean, it's a good picture quality. So it's a little choppy. So I think if we get it closer, it won't be so choppy. But I mean, there's also something else we added here. Triple play.
Yeah,
Check
buddy.
this out. So we are broadcasting and streaming 3 cameras at the same time right now. We have our Sky Cam, we have the dugout cam, or we have the main cam, and then we have our announcer's cam. So, and we're working on trying to figure out a way to bring in all 4 camera perspectives. So,
Okay.
there you have it.
I love
There's
it.
the new perspectives we're bringing to you, and that's only brought to you by these fine community-minded sponsors. I mean, if it wasn't for these guys, these outstanding businesses, none of this would be possible. We wouldn't be able to do what we're doing. So we're taking the investments that they've invested in us, we're investing it right back into the brand and bringing you the best quality that we can for the production that we have. I mean, we're not a TV crew, but we're trying to be.
Yep. Yep. Top of the order here. Let's see if Tiffin Columbian can get some runners on and make something happen.
Kissel thought that one was a little low. Shook his head after the strike call there. 2-1 the count. And that one hit to the third baseman. Fields it cleanly. And, the first baseman unable to make the play as he had to hop for it. Had to jump to come up with it. And bobbled the ball and ended up dropping it. And Kissel beats it out for a base hit.
Yeah, it's one of them things going back to when I said third base, the balls usually hit so hard you don't have time to think, you react. Well, that was the case. He just reacted, but he had so much time to throw. He thought about his throw, and he kind of soared it, and the first baseman had to jump and didn't make the play. So let's see if they can make the error hurt.
Snap throw to first, runner back safely. Earlier, I made the mistake of saying that Hayden Craig was pitching, but no, it's actually Tim Marquette on the mound. I should know better. I mean, positions are right here, 1 through 9. I know what they are, so.
Hard to see, though.
Come on. Yeah, it is a little hard to see, but just got to get with it. That's all. I'm still in basketball mode, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's early. It's
the third game of the baseball season for us. That one in there for a strike. So not only is it an outside call for the right-handed hitter, but now as a left-handed hitter, you see Rogo in there. That's an inside call.
Right.
It's still consistent with that call. I got to give it to the blue. This is a great game called by this blue here. Rogo
as
fouls
a pitcher,
that one off.
that's what you want to do.
Exactly.
You want to be in the quad, outside, up and down and up and out and in. You know what I mean? You don't want to ever be in that middle of the plate because
especially
good hitters make it pay.
You're righty coming into a lefty. You definitely don't want that over the plate. You want it to be inside. Jam him in on his hands. And if it's outside, that's what happens. Rogo slaps that one into left field, and it's down for a base hit. Kissel slides into third safely, and Rogo is going to leg it out for a double. I think they'll give him a base hit and then extend it to second base.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's a single. Gunther, great base running. He knew that was a hitting down. He was thinking third. As soon as he seen the ball hit the bat, he was thinking he was getting on third, and he did. And then Rogo did a great job of advancing to second on the throw.
There we are. John Fretz, the umpire today, behind the plate, doing an outstanding job today. I always like to give credit for the officials because I tell you, Carter, that's a thankless job. Nobody ever says anything when you're doing it well. They only say something when you're doing it bad. So it's like,
right. No,
I got to give credit to the blue, man. He's having a great game.
He's staying consistent, and John's been doing it for years, man. He umpired games that I played down here, so he's experienced. He knows what he's doing. He's seen a lot of kids play here, and he loves the game. That's why he does it. I know him personally. He's a great guy.
The 0-1. Malott fouls this one back off to the left.
With the umpire shortage, our base umpire was given another varsity game today, so that's why we only have one.
Wow. So talk about a skeleton crew. John's pretty much doing this all by himself today. Malott fouls this one back off to the left side.
Down 0-2, no outs, runners in the pond, second and third. You just got to find a way to get it and play it. Oak Harbor seems to be cutting the run, but that makes, hit it hard in the ground. It should get through.
Is this you want to hit it anywhere, or you want to try to hit this one to the right?
You want to get it on the ground for the most part, or if you get it in the air, you want to lift it to where you can get a sac fly. But basically, there's nowhere directly, I guess. You just want to get it on the ground for the most part. If you do get it in the air, get it deep enough to score a run. But
Marquette crossed him up there.
Yeah, he did. That was to say he made a great pitch. Malott went down swinging, but that's a great job by the pitcher to get the batter out. Strikeout's huge in that situation. Basically, as a hitter in that situation, what you don't want to do is either strike out or pop out to the infield, because really that's the two things that aren't going to score a run.
Jaden Myers at the plate. That one in there for a strike. Marquette's doing a really good job of locating those pitches on the outside to the right-handed hitters.
Yes, he is.
And he plunks the batter. Myers didn't even flinch.
That's how I was like, it was.
You couldn't even tell it hit him.
Right. It was an obvious dead ball. It was a bad pitch. It got away. But sometimes I've seen it to where the umpire will call that a ball because you don't give an attempt to move. Exactly. So it's a hit by pitch.
There's nothing he could have done. Even if he would have moved, it would have hit him. But
but I've been there. I've seen that happen where an umpire, no, that's a ball you didn't attempt to move. So, but that wasn't the case.
That one outside. 1-0 the count. Bases loaded for Braden Rogo.
The defense,
the catcher.
You're hoping you can get a ground ball, hopefully turn two here as a hitter. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to hit into a double play. And
that's why they're trying to keep those pitches low.
Right, exactly. They want you to They looks like they're keeping the corners, so the corners will probably go 4-1, or try to get the double play that way. But middle infield looks like they're going to try to turn it.
Rogo hits this one in the air to the outfield. This will score a run. Oh, they misplayed the ball. It drops. So all runners will be safe. Kissel scores. And that's another run for Tiffin Columbian.
Yeah, Columbian's got to make these errors hurt, which they are right now. That left fielder, he didn't just seem to get under it. He went with 2 hands, but he didn't get under it. He misread the ball and dropped it. But because there was only 1 out, Columbian was only able to get 1 run out of that as the runners were staying back to tag up.
And it looks like we're going to get a call to the bullpen. Brought to you by Phillips Electric. Or wait, no. Brought to you by Rogers Flowers. What am I thinking? My apologies. Call to the bullpen. Now, it looks like this is just going to be a mound visit right here.
Okay.
So, once again, our friends at Rogers Flowers bringing you this call to the bullpen visit. Let's talk about this here. Carter, as you got experience in this situation. So, if you're a coach, what are you saying to your guy here? Obviously, they don't want to pull him off the mound, but they're trying to get him settled down.
Basically, I'm going to tell my pitcher, look, there was a couple errors. There was a bad throw. There was a drop ball in the outfield. Yeah, bases are loaded, but you got to stay poised. You got to throw strikes, and you got to get out of this situation with the least damage possible. But it's a bad situation, but you got to get out of it. You just got to stay confident and do what you got to do to get out.
There's a call to the bullpen brought to you by Rogers Flowers. Braden Tucker. It's this one to the third baseman. They fire it home to get the lead runner and prevent any further damage. And now 2 outs.
And that's exactly what they needed. One of the things they needed there, their coach went out there, whatever he said, got him refocused and got a ground ball to the third baseman, and they got the out at home.
Tucker very aggressive with his approach there. First pitch swinging.
Yep.
Price swung at a pitch he didn't want to swing at there.
Yeah, he wishes he had that one back.
Auble takes, that one's outside. 1-0 the count. Dave Auble the third. Up to bat now for Tiffin Columbian. That one in the dirt.
Great job by the catcher there.
He's been doing an outstanding job with some of these scoops.
Keeping it in front and blocking it, forking it there. It's what you like to see. That could have got by. That's a run, That's being a leader behind the plate.
Catcher did a nice job framing that one, but still outside. 3-0 the count. Auble with a good eye on that one. Think he's got the red light here?
Yeah, I would say so.
And there it is. Yep. He walks him with the bases loaded, so that'll walk in a run on 4 straight pitches.
Yep, I don't know the exact hits and errors and whatnot, but that's a drop fly ball and left, a bad throw to first, and a walk. That's a lot.
These got to be unearned runs here.
Yeah, you got to make it hurt if you're Columbian, and as far as the Rockets go, you got to just find a way to get out of this inning.
That one high and outside. Taleb Alzaquani up to bat now for Tiffin Columbian.
A hit here could really open this one up.
Boy, he just looks like a baseball player, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh. That one outside. 2-0 the count. So Marquette, after the pep talk from his coach, got that first pitch grounder to get out of a little bit of a jam, but now finds himself back in a jam. 6 straight balls here. Make it 7 as that one's in the dirt. 3-0 the count to Alzaquani.
Yep, he's got the red light.
4-0 your score. Tiffin Columbian leading. Bases loaded. The 3-0. That one inside, and he walks in another run.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they got the red light until the pitcher throws a strike.
That's 8 straight balls here from Marquette. Now 5-0 your score. Braylon Auble, the batter.
If Columbian gets through up to their next batter, they accepted the challenge.
There he got one in there for a strike. Back to that outside corner. Base is still loaded, 2 outs. And that one straight up the middle, base hit. Auble is going to score 2 with that one at least. They throw it down to third. Throw gets away from the third baseman. Al Zaquani's going to stay at third. So they'll keep runners at second and third. Still 2 down, but now 7-0 your score.
And that's huge. You know, you got your number 9 hitter with 2 outs, bases loaded, and he comes through with the line drive up the middle and scores 2 runs on that. And then what I say earlier in the game, I was challenged Columbian to get through their lineup one time or twice, and here we are. They batted through. I know there were some errors, but they made them hurt, and they're still going.
So now you're going to get a call to the bullpen. This time I believe you're going to have some kind of a pitching change. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Rogers Flowers.
Yeah, Oak Harbor had a chance to get out of a bad situation there, and it seemed like they were gonna with 1 out, bases loaded. They got that out at home, and then that pitcher just lost it and walked 2 straight hitters, and number 9 guy comes up and ropes in a 2 RBI single.
Speaking of number 9, the number 9 hitter Tyler Shadone will be coming on now on the mound as the replacement pitcher here for the Oak Harbor Rockets. Nate Mullins, Carter Mullins here on the call. Once again, this is the Rogers Flowers call to the bullpen, folks. Flower shop season is in full swing. Stop in and see Brian today. Ask about their $40 off prom special on tuxedos. That's right, $40 off for prom special. I mean, that's a huge special for some of you parents out there who are out there shopping, trying to find the right price, the right fit. Don't worry about it. Just go see Brian at Rogers Flowers. They're your one-stop destination for all of your special occasion needs. Once again, a proud sponsor here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We can't thank Brian Ferguson and all the fine folks at Rogers Flowers enough for their contributions here to us at Heart of Ohio Sports. Another legacy sponsor.
Thank you. So going back to kind of what I was saying with the keys of the game and these last few games Columbian had with Perkins and Clyde, I didn't see the Perkins game, but I read up on it. And what a great game by the defense and Carson on the mound, but it seemed like it's a pitcher's duel. You know what I mean? I'm not sure how Perkins pitched or whatnot, but 3 runs, 2 games in a row with 2 conference opponents. That's why in the keys of the game, I said that for Columbian, you want to see these bats get going. You want to see them put up some runs. You want to see them running around the bases, build up that confidence, and, you know, get the offense going. Pitching's been great from what I've seen. I want to see them bats going, and that's what I've seen so far. You know, there were some errors, but they're taking advantage of them, and they're out there running the bases.
Once again, folks, if you're tuning in on Facebook, on Twitch, or on YouTube, make sure you follow our pages. Give us a subscribe on YouTube, especially, because if we can get to a certain mark with our followers, we can really do some special things with our broadcasts. So give us a like on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, give us a follow on Twitch.
Number 20, Tyler Shadone.
Stay up to date with everything Heart of Ohio Sports.
Yep.
1-0 the count. Tyler Shadone on the mound. That one in there for a strike. Gunther Kissel up to bat now, his 3rd plate appearance. Last time he was able to beat out the throw.
Yeah, hit it hard to third. And
Bobbled by the first
Yep.
baseman. That one hit hard, but right at the center fielder who comes on to make the play for the final out of the 3rd inning. But the Tornadoes put 5 on the board, and now here they are getting ready to start the 4th inning with a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, that's what you wanted to see. That's what I was saying is one of their keys was just to have fun and score some runs, bat around, get out there and do what you love to do and make solid contact.
Once again, Nate Mullins, Carter Mullins on the call. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. This is our triple play camera perspective here. You've got our main camera feed up there. Then you've got our, here, how do we do this? There we go. The Sky Cam, and then here we have the announcer's perspective here. So we're trying to bring you new broadcast elements. That way we can enhance the production value for those of you watching at home. Obviously, we're not a TV station, but we're trying to be.
Oh, yeah, 100%. We want to give the people in the local areas, not just Tiffin and anywhere around here, if there's a chance your team's on, or if you're just a high school sports fan, it's awesome. You know, I loved listening to it on the radio, but just to be able to watch and hear it at the same time, just great. It's so much better just to be able to see it, not just hear it.
Yes, be seen, not just heard.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of like our tagline when we advertise. Be seen, not just heard. That's what Heart of Ohio Sports is all about. Once again, just getting ready to start the top of the fourth. Oak Harbor up to bat as the Tornadoes put 5 on the board in the bottom of the third to extend their lead out. 7-0 now is your score.
If I'm Rogo on the mound here, I'm not toying with nobody. I'm pounding the zone. I want him to put it in play. You know, I want that pitch count down. I want to get outs as quick as I can. I want to get in there and get out.
The winds of change are blowing in here, and it's getting a little chilly.
Sun's still beautiful.
It is. I bet it's a lot cooler out there, or a lot warmer out there. But I like being protected. That one slapped to the third baseman. He fires it over to first for the out.
Great play.
Nice, clean play there. I think that was Auble. Yeah, Braylon Auble with a nice pick there. Scoops it, fires it over.
Is that another set of brothers or cousins, Auble's left field and third base?
Those are brothers. It got to be. Yeah.
So we got
That's
two
Dave's
sets
kids.
of brothers. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
That went inside. 1-0 the count. Rogo settling in now as he's working with that shutout. Just one walk, no hits as we start this fourth inning. That one fouled straight back into the net. 1-1 the count.
Love to see the on-deck batter helping out the umpire there. That's what you do when you're on deck.
Rogo with 4 strikeouts here. That one slapped up the middle, right to the second baseman. He had to make a little bit of a move to go get that one, but Alzaquani with a nice play comes on to make the out.
Number 2, Carter.
For the second out of the fourth inning.
Like I said, 7-0 up. You're up 7-0 as a pitcher. We're not playing games anymore. I just want to throw strikes and I want to get outs.
That's right. Coming right at him. Carter Lady up to bat for Oak Harbor. That one's stinger down the third baseline, but it goes foul. Carter Lady, the batter, awaits the 0-1. That one's down low. Nice eye there by Lady.
Yeah, that was a good miss. That was a good pitch there.
And if you're going to miss, you can miss low, especially if it's over the heart of the plate like that. Keep it low. And that one high. 2-1 the count. 2 down here in the top of the fourth. 7-0 Tiffin Columbian. Rogo, the 2-1. High and inside. 3-1 the count.
Just got to take a deep breath here. Kind of mechanics kind of falling off. Take a deep breath and find it.
The 3-1. Inside, and he walked him. So a 2-out walk from Carter Lady.
Number 16, Mason Wagner.
Brings up Mason Wagner. Wagner playing shortstop. That one outside. That is the 5, right? Shortstop.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, 6.
6 is shortstop?
Yep. 5 is 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yep, 6 is shortstop. 7, 8, 9 for outfield.
Got it. Yeah, because you go 1, 2, 3 first, then short. It always confuses me because I want to go right to left, but it's like, no, we ignore the shortstop until after third baseman's counted. Ooh, that one goes off of Rogo, and I believe that one's going to hit down for a base hit.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, if he don't get a glove on it, that's up the middle. He roped that right up there, and he almost snagged it. He almost made a great play.
I don't think that's an error on him either. That's
No.
just a base hit.
Yep. For sure. The hitter hit it hard right back up the middle, and pitcher almost made a great play on it.
So still 2 down. Now runners at first and second. Oak Harbor with a chance to do some damage here. Braden Meyerholtz up to bat. Second baseman. Batting sixth. That one fouled straight back.
Oh, 2. This is a pitcher you just want to rock back and fire.
That went inside. 1-2 the count. Oak Harbor out of the SBC Bay Division. Tiffin Columbian out of the Lake. Strike 3, swing and a miss.
It's a great curveball.
Nice pitch there by Bryce Rogo as he gets out of a little bit of a jam. Keeps that shutout intact. Still 7-0 your score as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Carter Mullins, Nate Mullins on the call. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for bringing you today's broadcast here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks to MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, X-Curry Mexican Restaurant, TPC Food Service, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Phillips Electric, Carmi's Barbecue and Grill, Rogers Flowers, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Diesel's Frame and Collision, Reno's Pizza and Pasta, and Bookmeyer Printing. Those are your proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports, bringing you today's doubleheader live from Tiffin Columbian Field. As we have Tiffin Columbian and Oak Harbor. This is game 1 of the doubleheader here. Take a look at that triple play once again. Of course, folks, we're finding new ways to bring you this broadcast and bring you different elements of the broadcast. But if you see something that you want to get involved with, like say you say, I think I can help you guys with that, reach out. We are looking for help. We're looking for passionate sports fans that want to come on board and be part of our family. So if you think you can help us out, you see something that, hey, maybe I could help them do that better, reach out. Shoot us an email, hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com. You can email me personally, nmullins @Heart of Ohio Sports. Or just reach out on Facebook. Find us on Facebook, send us a message. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Bottom of the fourth. Bryce Rogo leading off. The pitcher.
Yeah, if I'm Bryce here, I'm thinking, we get 3 runs here, and I come out and shut them down. I'm pretty sure, is it 10 after 5?
10 after 5.
Yeah, so if Columbian can get a few runs here, I'm thinking ball game.
That one way outside. Tyler Shadone on for his second inning of work after coming in relief of starter Tim Marquette. Rogo slaps that one down the right field line. That's in there. And he's going to stretch that one for a double as he legs that one out, slides in safely for a leadoff double. So he's doing his part.
Yeah, that was a great hit. He roped that down the first base line, and he was thinking 2 out the box, no questions, no ifs, ands, or buts. He was digging it.
That brings up Carson Malott. Seven-0 your score. Bottom of the fourth. Runner at second, no down, nobody out. That had some nice movement on it. You see that come from the outside in?
When he was warming up, he threw that slurve more like, in between a slider curve, and I kind of did a double take. I was like, whoa. And then he just showcased it there in the game.
And that one's going to clip the batter as Malott.
Runner will have to go back to second. But
takes the base. Yeah, Rogo was off on that pitch, but it hit Carson Malott, so he's got to go back to second.
He had a great jump on that,
he
too.
Did.
I don't think he was going to get thrown out.
No. Jaden Myers now up to bat for Tiffin Columbian. He was hit by a pitch earlier.
Yep. Jaden, he also thought he had the walk and then turned around and roped a double.
That's right. That one fouled back off to the right.
I mean, as a cleanup hitter, this is what you ask for. I think every time he's been up, he's had a runner in scoring position. That's why they put you in this situation, to hit them people in.
One and one the count. Nobody out. Runners on first and second here in the bottom of the fourth. 7-0 your score. Runners off.
That's a balk.
And that's going to be a balk. As both runners are going to advance regardless. They were going to get the bases anyways, but
yeah. Basically, as a pitcher there, you got to throw the pitch. You can't stop the middle of your wind up or motion. Just, it is what it is, but that's what we call a balk. I'm willing to bet here, Jaden, he widens his stance, chokes up a little bit. Oh, what's he doing there? Choking up. He's a great hitter. He knows what he's doing.
So before the Clyde game, he was really struggling. Starting out the season, 3 out of 17, just a 176 average, but he's really started to turn it on.
He needed that homer to get that feel.
He did.
Okay. To get the little mojo going. I mean, baseball is a game of streaks. It's a rhythm game. Like, it's one of the few sports where you tell someone your percentages and you'd be, wow, you're not very good. But it's weird how a 300 average is, pretty good for the most part. If you throw 30% as a quarterback, you're probably not going to be playing quarterback anymore. You know what I'm saying? A lot more, I don't want to say failures than successes, but you're gonna have a lot of you get out more than you don't. So,
ooh, plunked him again. Second hit, second time he's been hit today. The second time to load the bases.
Yeah, he wasn't.
The last time he was hit, loaded the bases, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's not happy about that. You want to knock those guys in. You don't ever want to get hit by a pitch, but especially when there's runner on base. I'm the cleanup hitter. I want to drive these guys in. I'm upset. I want to go run for nothing.
That's right. Braden Rogo steps into the batter's box. I keep up on stats. That one hit up the middle, right to the center fielder. Runner will tag, and they just barely get back to second. Rogo will score, so that makes the score 8-0.
One Rogo knocking in the other Rogo. I mean, that's what you ask for. No outs with bases loaded. You want to just get the ball in the air in the outfield score. I mean, obviously you want a base hit, but if you're not going to get a hit, you want to either get a sacrifice fly, or
put the ball in play.
Yeah,
put it in the air, put it in play. I went in there for a strike. Tucker backed away like he thought it was inside, but that one kind of bent back in. It looked like it was going to come and hit him, but then nice little motion to come back in and paint the inside corner. Pitcher looks back the runner, but Wasn't going to throw that one because there's nobody there to catch it.
At first, it didn't look like he stepped off there, too. I was almost thinking it was another balk, but no, I think he did step off.
Nice hit to the left side. Shortstop fields it and does not field it cleanly. He got a pretty good field on it, but when he threw it over to the second baseman bobbled it.
He didn't squeeze it. He didn't see it in.
Unable to make the play. And that makes all runners safe. Bases are loaded once again. Guess who? Dave Auble.
More errors by Oak Harbor. That's really hurt them today. And Columbians, they've executed off it. Let's see if they can do it again.
That one outside. 1-0 the count. 8-0 your score here in the bottom of the fourth. One out. Bases loaded for Tiffin Columbian. Dave Auble, the third, at the plate. Tyler Shadone fires that one in there, and a late swing from Auble there.
Say, he seemed like he second-guessed himself.
He was definitely thinking too much about that one. That one was in there again.
Yep. As a hitter, you're just doing whatever you can to get this ball in play. You do not want to strike out.
Don't go down looking, that's for sure. That one inside. 2-2 the count. Bases loaded. One out. Shadone comes set. Here's the 2-2. That one skips in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and the runner will score from third. Carson Malott makes it a 9-0 game for Tiffin Columbian.
Yeah, he didn't even really have much effort into that. Ball took a hop in his favor, and he had a good read, and he scored his run.
That one's going to hit Auble. The fourth hit batter of the game for Tiffin Columbian. Auble was not happy about that one. Yeah, right on the sharp point of the elbow.
Yeah, it's not so funny.
You can see Coach Malott down there saying, is he okay? Is he okay? Is it going to be all right? Taking a long walk down to first. And I believe we're going to get another call to the bullpen. Brought to you by your friends at Rogers Flowers. As they make their way out to the mound. We'll see what the substitution's going to be here, but Carter, let's talk about this. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Rogers Flowers. In this situation, you're a pitcher coming into this game. I mean, it's not a friendly situation to come into. Bases loaded, one out, and you're getting, I mean, it's 10-0. So it's something's got to give here. And if you're a pitcher coming into this game, what's your mentality?
I'm basically understanding that we're down 10-0. The runs that are on base are not my fault. I'm just coming in here like it's a clean slate, and I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to get us back on offense, trying to do what we got to do to keep this game going and not get run ruled. So most importantly, trying to not give up any free bases, let my defense know before we go back out, like, hey, I need you guys. I need you to help me out because I'm just trying to get out of here with the least damage and hopefully get some runs and keep this game going because as of right now, Columbian stops them this next half inning. That's the ball game.
Yeah. Well, and we're keeping on with this call to the bullpen brought to you by Rogers Flowers. Now think about this. They got another game to play right after this.
Right.
How do these decisions affect that next game? Like, are you thinking about that next game when you're making these pitching changes as a coach?
Oh, yeah, for sure. If the game's a little closer, I have no idea with the Rockets or whatnot who is their best pitcher. But, yeah, definitely. He's already – their coach knows who's starting the next game, so he might have to pull – that's what happens on doubleheaders. You see people that don't really pitch very often go in because you're playing two games.
There's the first pitch in the dirt for a ball. Once again, 10-0 your score. Tiffin Columbian, bases loaded. Bottom of the fourth, one down. As into pitch for the Oak Harbor Rockets Evan Hurrell. That one hit to the third baseman, fired home for the out. They get the lead runner.
That was a great pick by the catcher. That's tough.
Yeah, it really was, especially keep that foot on the plate. They would have stretched that like a first baseman almost.
Oh, no, for sure. And a catcher's mitt, it's meant to catch, like a pitcher throwing it. It's not meant for picking it that was a tough play that catcher made.
It really was. 2 outs. Base is still loaded. That one had a slow, fluttering movement into the plate there.
And that's all you can ask for in this situation with that pitcher is just throw strikes. If they hit it, they hit it. You just got to throw strikes. Can't give up free bases.
That one hit slowly to the pitcher, and the shortstop unable to come up to make the play.
Another tough play, those slow rollers, if the pitcher don't get that, if it gets past, that's like a swinging bunt. It gets past that pitcher, you're basically going to need to have a perfect throw, a perfect play to get that out.
Yeah, somebody must be testing out their new Dodge Charger.
Maybe I balanced their crankshaft.
That one high and outside, 1-0 the count. Gunther Kissel up to plate for Tiffin Columbian. Runners on all 3 bases are loaded up as Kissel trying to extend this lead. And he drives this one up the middle, but right to the shortstop who steps on second for the final out of the 4th inning. But Tornadoes scratch across another 4, extend that lead now to 11-0 as we start the top of the 5th inning. So, Carter, this is a situation now where you can, as a pitcher, you're going out there with the idea you're going to close this one down.
10-0, not 11.
Oh, it's 10-0. No, when he got hit, there was nobody on first. That's kind of why.
Yep.
So it is only 10-0.
Yeah, so if you're the Tornadoes, you did exactly what I was calling for and came out and put up runs. That's what I wanted to see. Now that you got the chance to close it in 5 innings, that's what you want to do. You want to get in, get out, and get the dub.
Uh-oh. So 10-0 your score as we start the top of the 5th. Bryce Rogo working on a shutout. And this one is roped into left field, but right to the left fielder.
Yeah, that batter
squeezes it for the first out.
That batter gave that a ride just right to him. That happens sometimes. But what you do is you realize that's a good swing. You were on it. Don't change much. That's part of the game. Hitting it right to him, it happens.
Dave Auble out there in left field makes the play. 1 out. It's now 32-0. That one hit to the shortstop, thrown over for the second out of the inning. So 10-0 your score, 2 outs, potentially the final out of the ball game here, Carter.
Yeah, that's what you want. You just up 10-0. You're up good amount. You don't want to play games. You want to get outs. You want to get on the mound, do what you do, and deal.
That was a ball. Strike in there for a strike.
Swing and miss.
10-0 your score. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. As the pitcher now, Evan Hurrell, up to bat. Left-hander. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Ball game. 10-0 your score. That's a final.
Yeah, Tornadoes came out, took care of business. They were on a mission. It seemed like they had that in mind. They knew what they wanted to do, to come out here and take care of business.
Big win for the Tornadoes as they took care of business in short time. I mean, no time at all. And finished this one out 10-0 in 5 innings. Well, let's take a time out here as we talk about the player of the game. We'll come back with the postgame show brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Don't go anywhere, folks. We still have the player of the game brought to you by MST Sauce Company. Keep it tuned in right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. All right. And we're back here with the post-game show brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Nate Mullins, Carter Mullins on the call here. Just a great game. Even though, I mean, it was a high-scoring game for Tiffin Columbian. It was over in 5 innings, but it's a beautiful day for baseball. And, Carter, I had a blast up here.
Oh, yeah. Always.
I mean, we
always
still
a
got
blast
one more
up.
going.
Yep, we still got another one.
That's right. So, once again, you're tuned in to the First National Bank of Sycamore post-game show. 10-0 was your final score after 5 innings. Tiffin Columbian taking care of business against Oak Harbor with the 10-run rule. And, we're going to wait for a little bit for the second game, so we'll step away from the broadcast for a little bit, take a little bit of a break before we come back for another pregame show and another first pitch. But let's talk now about the player of the game. Of course, still part of this post-game show brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore, but we got to talk about the MST player of the game. MST Sauce Company brings us the player of the game. And in my opinion, and we talked about this while we were off the air briefly, but the performance that you got out of Bryce Rogo today, you can't beat it. I mean, that's exactly what you're looking for out of a starter. He came out here, he got it done, he took care of business, and I mean, he was never in any kind of trouble. I mean, he only had a runner at second twice, and it was a great game. All around, the offense did a great job, but there were some errors that contributed to some of those runs, like we talked about, Carter. Yeah. But I think if I was to give my vote to anybody, it's going to Bryce Rogo.
Yep, I 100% agree. He was up on the bump today. He accepted the challenge, and he was in the zone. He was locked in. He didn't seem to get behind the bat. Like against Clyde, he kind of was getting behind a little bit with the batters. Today, that wasn't the case. He went in there, and he was in the zone. He was locked in. And once they got that little bit of a lead, I could tell he kind of relaxed, and he started really getting his zone and trusted his defense to make the plays that need to be played. But not only, I mean, the performance on the mound is what got him this, but roped a double. I don't remember what inning he started. He started 7-0. He started that rally with a double. So great game by Bryce on the mound and the Tornadoes to get that run rule.
Absolutely. And once again, Nate Mullins. Oh, well, I guess we did have some audio from the dugout camera. But, so once again, you're listening to the postgame show brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. We talked about the player of the game brought to you by MST Sauce Company. And I'm going to take a moment to briefly highlight the player of the game. Once again, Bryce Rogo, your MST Sauce Company player of the game. Outstanding performance on the mound.
Great job.
And he did a nice job at the plate as well. And roped a double. So he did his part on both sides. And just an outstanding game. Great game for the Tornadoes. Way to take care of business. And Carter, any final thoughts before we really wrap things up? I mean, I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors, obviously, but for this game, What do you think? What's your thoughts?
I think it was big for Columbian to come out here and score some runs. Like I said, these last few games were pitchers' duels. They didn't get around to. I know they won against Perkins, but they only scored 3 runs. You know, you want to get them bats going just to build confidence, just to get a rhythm, just to know that we can score runs, and that's what Columbian did. They came out, you know, there was errors, but they took advantage of those errors and got hits with runners in scoring position.
There you have it. That's the breakdown. I mean, that's the gist of it right there. But that's your MST Sauce Company player of the game once again, Bryce Rogo. We'll take a moment to thank our sponsors once again before we wrap things up for Game 1 of the doubleheader here. Thanks to MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, Ex-Carre Mexican Restaurant, TPC Food Service, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Phillips Electric, Carmi's Barbecue and Grill, Rogers Flowers, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Reno's Pizza and Pasta, and Bookmeyer Printing, all proud sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Well, Carter, any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
See you soon, Game 2.
That's right. We're not going anywhere, folks. It's just a talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That's right. Come on down. If you're out there and you're thinking about, hey, it's a great day, it's beautiful, what do I do? Come on down and watch some baseball. But, hey, if you don't want to go anywhere, we'll be back. We got Game 2 coming up next. Don't go anywhere, folks. Tune in right here on Heart of Ohio Sports for Game 2 as we bring you Tiffin Columbian versus Oak Harbor live from Tiffin Columbian Field. First pitch scheduled for 1 o'clock. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. Thanks for tuning in right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.